and welcome back to the MG Cup Series. Yes, the MG name is back because I cannot do the stupid Letters Cup Series anymore. I'm sorry. I know it was like a thing for it, but I'm not doing that. But we're here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway here in Hampton, Georgia, for the first time here in the 2004 MG Cup Series season. As we've learned, the track will be installing safer barriers after this race, and later on this season, the race will be held at night. So that'll be pretty interesting to see as well. These cars under the lights here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. But until then, for right now, two Hendrick cars on the pole, or on the front row right now. Jeff Gordon on pole with Jimmy Johnson to his outside, and the green flag is out. No more talking. Time for racing. Green flag is out, and we are rolling here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The cars come off of turn 2 now. They are roaring down the backstretch for the first time here today. Jeff Gordon going to lead the first lap here today. Jimmy Johnson tried to make the high side work, but had no help up there. Here comes Mark Martin through the middle, your winner from last season here in Atlanta. And here comes the 9 of Casey Kane, the rookie, who has never run with this package, ever. Down on the bottom, trying to take the lead. Ryan Newman behind them as well. And Kane's teammate, the other Ray Abraham car, that's a 19 of Jeremy Mayfield, looking to possibly make an impact here in this race as well. And already a bit of a split between the two packs, and the caution is out, I believe. Yeah, the caution is out. Of car destroyed, lots of damaged race cars, so we must have had a big wreck in the back. As they race back to the start-finish line, Jeff Gordon will lead you to the caution, and there are just skid marks everywhere on the front straightaway, so we're definitely going to have to take a look at that. Let's see what brought out the caution here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. The first time here today, we only made it 2 laps into this event. So let's see what happened. Three wide off of turn 4. Got a little bit tight, and contacting around they go. Oh my goodness, look at the 86 up on his side, and got a little bit of contact in the roof from the 30. A big crash, and Elliott Sadler with a hard hit head on into the outside wall. So we look at it one more time from another angle here. Watch Sadler. Boom! Probably the worst spot to hit. The 86 started to lift off the ground as he got backwards and hit the outside wall, and that sent him flying up onto his side. The 30 of Johnny Sauter was spinning and spun right into the roof of his car. Luckily didn't hit him too hard, but still, very scary accident. Meanwhile, on the track, you see the 86 once again flying, and 30 actually wasn't spinning. He was pretty much clear of it, and the 86 on his side slid down into him. And then on the track is just blocked, and these guys know where to go. They're getting on the brakes, of course, but nowhere for them to go, and just they end up piling right into it. But no serious ARCA brakes in this event, or at least in this wreck, like there were last season. So that's a really good thing. I was telling you guys, it wasn't the package, it was the drivers not slowing down for wrecks, and that's what made wrecks bigger and much worse than they should have been. So first caution of the day takes out a bunch of them, including the hometown hero Chris Mack here at his home track. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. And we are back here at Atlanta Motor Speedway on Fox for our third race ever here at this track. Jeff Gordon in that Rainbow Warrior machine out in front, leading the race. He's led every lap so far, and now has a bunch of drivers that are hungry behind them. The pace car is in and the green flag is out here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And immediately the Dodge is hopping up to the outside line. That's Ryan Newman and Jamie McMurray. Sterling Marlin didn't go with his teammate though. Look at the Ford, Mark Martin in the 6th. They're already side by side down the back straightaway. Look at these drivers, absolutely flying. I mean, they're going way over 200 miles an hour. Like, down the front stretch, Jeff Gordon, 210 miles an hour as he enters turn 1. I mean, he's hitting very high speeds here. I think this may be the one track that can possibly be faster than Michigan. Atlanta Motor Speedway, a very fast racetrack indeed, and they are 4 wide on the front straightaway. This might not end well. They're running out of room as we head into turn 1. Trouble! Rusty Wallace up on his side. And back down on all 4 wheels. The caution comes out and everyone avoids it once again. Meanwhile, out in front, racing back around to the start-finish line, Tony Stewart, your new leader, off of turn 4. Jimmy Johnson on the inside tried to take the lead at the stripe, but couldn't quite get there in time. Tony Stewart, new leader here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, as the caution is out. And we're going to go back and take a look at what just happened. So, heading down into turn 1, they were 4 wide as they went down into the corner. And originally they just ran out of room, and Mayfield and Jeremy Mayfield, Rusty Wallace, and Kevin Harvick all were just sandwiched there. And they went straight into the outside wall, and Wallace's car gets sandwiched between Mayfield's car and the wall, gets sent up into the air, and he rides the wall for a little bit, kind of skates alongside on the wall like a Tony Hawk move. Looks like he was just grinding on the wall there like a skateboarder, and finally came back down on all 4 wheels. Very lucky he didn't go over there, because look at the banking. And he was up on top of Harvick's car as well. But look at the banking. He's lucky gravity didn't just pull the car down onto its roof and send him rolling down the banking. That could have been a lot worse than it was. We're going to take a look at it one more time here in full speed. Look at all the cars flying by on the bottom, but luckily nobody else gets collected. And it's just a 3-car incident here with Jeremy Mayfield, Rusty Wallace, and Kevin Harvick. As the caution comes out for the 2nd time here today. The leader is Tony Stewart. We'll be right back after this. Alright, we are back. Getting ready for the drop of the green flag once again here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We have our first look at this new rule, or not first look at it, but we're taking, we got our first lap cars of the day, that's what I'm trying to say. 2 lap cars. It's the 90th AJ Henriksen, the 2072 of Tom Hubert. On the inside, as the green flag is back out, and we're racing once again. Let's see how this is not going to end well. Casey Kane getting held up by lap traffic. They're 4 wide heading into turn 1. It looks like they're all going to avoid for the most part. Lap cars just trying to stay on the bottom, especially Henriksen with heavy damage to that car. A small race team that doesn't need another crash, or any crashes in general, but just trying to stay out on the track and collect as much money as he possibly can. Contact being made, and they are bouncing off each other. Rusty Wallace got the outside wall, back down the track into Henriksen, and collecting Ricky Rudd is that 90 machine. And that's gonna not bring out a caution. Kyle Petty has damage, but nobody spun. There's some heavy damage to a lot of these cars, but nobody went all the way around. Jerry Nadeau has some damage as well here. So we are still green here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And more lap traffic here. That's the 72. Tom Hubert. And another blank, all-black race car with no sponsors on it. And he seems to be somewhat up to speed here. So, I mean, he's trying to stay out of the way, but at the same time, a lot of these cars choosing to follow him because they want to get his draft and catching him at the worst possible times. He goes down to the bottom. There's Todd Bodine in the 98. Remember the last season, Jason Jarrett ran that 98 for a couple of races. Dale Jarrett's son. Came so close to winning a couple of races, unfortunately was never able to, and he has left the series. Couldn't get a ride this season, so just decided to leave it alone. He had his fun. Would love to see him win one though. Came so close multiple times. We got 27 winners last season, 28 if you count the $1 Million Showdown at Coca-Cola Super Speedway, where Jeff Green won that. But yeah, 28 winners, and none of them were Jason Jarrett. It's gotta stink, because that was a lot of these drivers' one opportunity is to catch another lap car. It's the 4 of Kevin LePage in front of the field. 3 wide. Tony Stewart almost got turned, and LePage is going to LePage, the 8 of Dale Jr., and caution comes out once again. Kevin LePage is out of the race. He comes to a stop in the middle of 1 and 2. Cars flying by him there. Luckily, they don't collect them. And Dale Jr. with damage as well, had nowhere to go. And how funny is it that Kevin LePage himself was the one that LePaged some of these drivers here. A lap car, slow and off the pace, unable to get out of the way of the leaders and causes a wreck. This one not as big as the Talladega incident, but still took out a top contender here in Dale Earnhardt Jr., who had a very fast race car here today. Tough break for him. But that brings out yet another caution. And trying to find the leaders. Jimmy Johnson led the race back to a caution. I think I did check in on the race back at one point. So yeah, Jimmy Johnson is your leader here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And well, not anymore, because as we come back from our little split-second break and click a few laps off, Jeff Gordon is now your leader once again, as I guess Jimmy pitted under that last caution. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes here. We have 3 cars on the inside line. 3 lap cars with heavy damage. So we're gonna see how this goes. Green flag is back out. Tom Hubert didn't get the best start, but at the same time, remember, he's not too slow. I mean, look at this. Kyle Petty and Ricky Rudd, even with their heavy damage, they're faster than that 72. So this might get interesting, as these guys might start battling each other for positions as we fan out down the backstretch. Tony Stewart being held up by these lap cars. Everyone on the bottom really held up by the lap cars. These guys gotta be a little bit more patient on these restarts. They gotta realize they can't immediately jump down to the bottom because there are lap cars down there that will slow them down. Of course, this being NR 2003, that's not going to happen, but still. Ricky Rudd, stuck on the bottom, finally gets forced in the middle. That's going to hold the people up on the middle lane there. Tom Hubert going to try to stay out of the way. I thought I saw contact being made back there, but looks like they kept it straight. Cars are everywhere here. They're 4 wide through 1 and 2. Contact being made off of turn 2. Trouble. Round goes to 77 of Brendan Gaughan. Collects the 15 of Michael Waltrip. And spinning down the back straightaway into turn 3 is the 77 of Brendan Gaughan to bring out yet another caution. Michael Waltrip seems to have escaped without too severe damage. So, lucky break for him. Kurt Busch won your race back to the caution. And we're gonna take another break and be right back. We're gonna drop at a green after this. Alright, well, Kurt Busch lost that lead. More lap traffic shenanigans coming right up here. On this restart, your new leader, Brian Vickers, in a 25. Green flag drops once again. And Vickers pulls away. Scott Riggs in the 10 in second behind him. A lot of drivers opted not to pit to get some better track position here. And that includes your top 5. I mean, Greg Biffle, Scott Wimmer, and Johnny Benson in the 09. As well as the 31 of Robbie Gordon. Behind those guys, they're all choosing not to. They all chose not to pit. They're trying to possibly race for the lead, but there's some lap cars up here that are really holding them up, and the caution is out once again. That was very quick. Happened this time. Oh, in the back, it's the 1 of Jerry Nadeau going up into the outside wall with the 24 of Jeff Gordon. No. Oh, a slower, damaged car collecting 2 potential race winners, and there's Dale Jr. spinning as well, who already had his day ruined. But Jeff Gordon, one of the strongest cars here today, and Ryan Newman in the 12. Tough break for the both of them getting taken out here. They both drive away from it, but your hopes of winning today have just gone out of the window. Anyways, getting for the drop of the green flag once again here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. What's been a absolutely chaotic one here so far. Brian Vickers is still your leader. Get ready for the drop of the green. Pace car is going to make that hard left turn on the pit road right here. And the green flag is out. We're racing once again here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Brian Vickers did not get as good of a restart as he got last time. 3 wide already. Kyle Petty trying to take the spot from the 72. And lead lap cars following him down there. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, the frames just dropped big time there. Not sure what that was all about, but now we're rapidly picking up some frames here, so I'll take it. So these drivers have to work their way through the lap traffic to get to the front. It's a new challenge here in the series. that a lot of these drivers didn't already have to deal with. And another caution is out. Matt Kenseth with smoke coming out of that machine. What happened here? Oh. On the restart. 3 wide. 4 wide. Contact. Oh, a hard hit into the outside wall. Head on. Jeff Burton. And Matt Kenseth with damage from that as well. That's where the smoke came from. Look at Kurt Busch. I mean, these guys, I said it earlier, they have to be more patient with these lap cars. Look at Kurt Busch. He was flying by on the bottom, and then they made contact, and in front of him, Jeff Burton trying to get underneath Jeremy Mayfield, or Mayfield got a little high there entering the corner, and that was a terrible way to word things. But entering the corner, Mayfield a little bit higher up on the track than he would have liked to be, as they were about to catch the slower lap car of Brendan Gaughan, and Kurt Busch nowhere to go with a big run. And then right behind Rusty Wallace, nothing he could do, gets caught up in it, and a hard hit head on into the outside wall. This is why we need those safer barriers. And another hit from the 17 of Matt Kenseth. A hard crash here at Atlanta, taking these guys out of the race. Luckily everyone is okay, but you know that's gonna hurt. That's gonna sting big time in the morning. But crashes hurt with safer barriers as well, but not as bad, and it's not as much of a risk, as drivers don't have to absorb the energy of the impact. That's what the safer barrier is for. But anyways, green flag is back out. Nothing to be talking about safer barriers. Brian Vickers is pitted under this last caution. Brendan Gaughan has no speed in that car at all. And cars are everywhere on the backstretch. Oh my goodness. They're just trying to avoid the 77. Brendan Gaughan just trying to stay out of the way. Meanwhile, out in front, side by side for the lead, that's Mark Martin out in front. Bobby Labonte to his outside. The 10 of Scott Riggs fell back to third. Look at Sterling Marlin in the 40 behind them. And Marlin has a little bit of front end damage. Not too severe, but still damage nonetheless. And then a little bit of a gap in there is Ricky Craven. Ryan Newman, who was involved in that wreck earlier, didn't get too much damage from it, I guess. Looks like they fixed up the rear end of that car. Greg Biffle in the 16. Trying to hold these guys off. Everybody fighting for every position here, because every spot counts in the MG Cup Series. Bobby Labonte for the lead, and here comes Scott Riggs back on the inside. Look at Ryan Newman. All these guys, 4 cars, racing hard for a chance to win here. Sterling Marlin falling back, and behind him, there's Ricky Craven looking to his inside, with the 42 of McMurray looking to Craven's inside, and that happens as well. They're going to go 3 wide here into turn 3. McMurray gonna just give him enough space to live there. And look at Robbie Gordon. He's probably not even making minimum speed right now. My goodness, that car is slow. Heavy damage to the front end of that car. 77 of Brendan Gaughan in that Dodge. Whoa, and that's going to check up the entire field. It's going to possibly allow some people that are further back to get the draft and get back up into the fight for the lead, but this may also cost some people a chance in the fighting for the lead, because look at Mark Martin getting held up. And he's going to go all the way to the back. So is Ryan Newman. Jeff Gordon flies past with that rear end damage, and Martin's still getting held up by the 77, who's only going 180 around here. Now the field single file is Jamie McMurray is your new leader off of that. Brian Vickers in second place once again, trying to get that lead. And unfortunately, this is that time where we have to take a quick break, so we're going to be right back after this. And we're back here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You gotta be kidding me, Robbie Gordon holding up the field, and Rusty Wallace is as well. Mark Martin further back, just starting to catch back up, and might get held up again. No, he hops down to the bottom. Race leader is actually currently Jimmy Johnson. Here comes Scott Riggs to the inside of Sterling Marlin. Gonna take the spot and clear him here. Of Ricky Craven trying to hold off 16 of Greg Biffle. Biffle looking low. There's not much you can do without draft at this track with the extra grip. Here comes Jamie McMurray back up into the mix. Martin follows him through. I mean, these guys are absolutely flying right now. 214 miles an hour entering turn 1. Scott Riggs ducks underneath the 77. That almost ended in a wreck. That came very close to resulting in a crash between the 77 of Brendan Gaughan and the 40 of Sterling Marlin. Had to jump on the brakes to avoid getting wrecked in that. And now Mark Martin works his way up into second place. Your defending winner of this race. He won here last season in our first trip. Then Larry Foyt won the second race. Martin trying to go back to back in this exact event. He's got a big run on Jimmy Johnson. You can just tell Mark has a very strong car here today. He just powers his way up to the front. There's more shenanigans with the lap cars. This is the time for us to take another break, so we'll be right. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Contact. We'll be right back after this. My goodness, that was close. And we're back here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 4-lap traffic, as you see the 02 of Hermie Sattler, the 77 of Brendan Gaughan. 77 hops right down almost into the racing line. Not sure what he's doing out there. Matter passing on either side. Oh, and that almost ended badly. Car blowing up on the bottom of the racetrack. That's the 10 of Scott Riggs. No. Oh, he was running fourth at the time, and he has some sort of mechanical issue. The car smoking. You hear the engine still running, but the car smoking there. Smoking heavily as he pulls it down onto the apron and back around the pit road. I don't believe there's any oil on the track, but man, that's a tough break for Scott Riggs. He was having such a good run here today, only for it to end like this. The worst way possibly that it could have ended. Mark Martin in a world of his own right now, out in front in the inverted colors of that number 6 car. Usually Viagra, it has the car being black and blue with the white trim, but instead this season this car is white and blue with the black trim. So this is very interesting to see here. You're getting some good advertising here today, as he is just flying here. And he doesn't even have any draft, so the fact that he's this fast without draft says a lot. But the fact that the pack behind him, they are starting to run him down a little bit here. They brought it to within a second now. They're all staying in line for the most part, trying to just work together. Bobby Labonte pushing Ryan Newman down the backstretch. Not exactly bump drafting, but his nose is right there, tucked right in behind that 12. And they're absolutely flying down the track here, cutting right through that air. And they caught Mark Martin just like that. Blink of an eye, pretty much. Lap cars everywhere. It's not really affecting it too badly. Not as bad as they were earlier, but oh my goodness, I spoke way too soon. Look at this. This is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lap cars in front of your leaders coming up here. They're gonna have a tough time with that for sure. As we come in, we're coming to about 20 to go this lap, or this time by. And I believe green flag pit stop might be coming up as well, so be interesting. It'll be interesting to see who comes in when and how quick of a stop they can get. Robbie Gordon just blew up. Robbie Gordon, a lap car, didn't need to be out on the track because he wasn't gaining anything. He was losing stuff from it. Just blew up. Well, shoot, that's one less lap car to deal with. He ran it till it blew up. Whoa, Ricky Craven just slid up the racetrack in time to avoid the 77 Brendan Gaughan. 4 cars under a blanket here. all pulled away from the rest of the field. Further back, Bobby Labonte and Greg Biffle trying to use the draft, work together to get back up there. A few cars behind. The 7 of Derek Cope, or excuse me, the 50 of Derek Cope is in 7th. Falls back to 8th. Make that 9th. Maybe 10th. But the fact that he was up inside the top 10 for so long, I didn't even realize that. I kept seeing him and thinking he was a lap down. He's on the lead lap. So that's a great day for him and that small team, as he's now still inside the top 10, but about to fall out of the top 10 if Jeff Gordon can get up there. Gordon with heavy rear end damage trying to eke out a top 10 here today. Casey Mears with big time damage to that machine. Not too far off the pace, still almost hitting 200 with no front end. That is, talk about surprising. I never thought I'd see anything like that. That almost looks cursed. Jimmy Johnson, Bobby Labonte, slowly closing in on the leaders here. Catching the draft a little bit. Wait, they already caught them. What? Jamie McMurray's falling back. And so is Brian Vickers. So these four are just trying to work together and get back up to the front as they catch lap cars and a bit. Coming to 10 laps to go. 3 times around. Terry Labonte coming in the pit. That might be a sign of green flag pit stops, because in comes Ryan Newman. Coming in a bit hot, but slows it down, it seems. Jamie McMurray and Bobby Labonte gonna follow him in as well. I am hungry, so I'm probably gonna eat after recording this. There's your useless information. And Jimmy Johnson almost got himself wrecked. Mark Martin coming into pit road. Johnson seems to be following him in. Everybody else out on the track seems to be coming in. Except the 50 of Derek Cope, who decided he's gonna stay out another lap and try to lead a lap here today instead of just pitting when everyone else pits. See him on the high side. Doesn't seem to be coming in anytime soon, I'll tell you that. And Derek Cope at the line will be not your leader. Ryan Vickers is the leader of this race. Where is Vickers at? Poor Derek Cope couldn't lead that lap. Tried it, but he couldn't. Still staying out on the track though. He's got hope. That's a good thing. But these guys are gonna fly by him here. Looking for Brian Vickers. Still don't see where he is. Mark Martin in a land of his own right now. Brian Vickers in the 25 is... I believe he might be on pit road right now. Or exiting pit road. There he is on the backstretch. Alright. Yeah, Brian Vickers and Jimmy Johnson, I don't think they have come in yet. So they're on a different strategy here, staying out a little bit longer. But Jimmy Johnson all over Vickers' back bumper here. Teammates for Hendrick Motorsports going at it here. Side by side for Lee. Johnson to the inside of Vickers. And he's going to take it. He's going to clear him off of turn 2. But I believe they're coming in this time. No, they are not. They're going to stay out another lap here. 25 moved over to the left. It looked like he was going to try to set up for a pit road entry there. Stay as low as he possibly could, but that wasn't the case. Jimmy Johnson bringing it down this time. But Brian Vickers still your leader right now. Stays out another lap. Derek Cope in the 50 is in second place right now. And I believe he's on pit road. Yes, he is. So there goes his run. He was trying to lead a lap, but P2 not bad either. He just wanted to lead a lap, get some TV time for that team and that sponsor, but I mean, I'd say they got enough TV time there. Brian Vickers is on pit road, but look at this huge gaggle of cars in the front straightaway. I thought that was going to end in a wreck for a second. Ryan Newman and Jamie McMurray get through, so does Sterling Marlin. Brian Vickers off of pit road. Jimmy Johnson and Mark Martin fighting for second here. Vickers coming off of pit road right now, or onto the backstretch, off the access road or the apron. Merges up onto the track, is not up to speed yet, and here comes Mark Martin and Jimmy Johnson on the high side. They're 3 wide for the lead off of turn 4. And this is going to be close. Jimmy Johnson on the fresher tires. Mark Martin has more momentum. And they're fighting for it here. 2 laps to go at Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's all come down to this. And it might come down to lap traffic interfering in this race as well. They go high, entering turns 3 and 4. Here comes Mark Martin back down on the bottom. And another lap car on the front stretch. Where's he going to go? Who is he going to hold up? He's going to hold up the 6 of Martin. He's going to hold up both lines. Can Brian Vickers do anything with this? Here comes Martin on the bottom. Mark Martin using the 43 of Jeff Green as a pick. And now is stuck behind Casey Mears in the 41. Gets by him. Can Vickers do anything? No. Mark Martin's going to win for the 2nd straight season here at Atlanta. What a close finish. And it got very exciting right there at the end. But Mark Martin holds on to it and gets it done at Atlanta for the 2nd straight season in this exact event. He gets the win. Your winning most driver here in the series. Or at least at the end of season 1, he was, before Jeff Gordon tied that, but Mark Martin had 3 wins. This is his 4th win in the MG Cup Series. And that puts him back out in front as far as most wins are concerned. So that's going to do it for this race here at Atlanta. That was absolutely insane. 45 minutes of me pretty much screaming at the top of my lungs. And so I'll come down to just 0.08 of a second. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. Hope to see you guys next race. Until then, peace.